Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? I'll tell you something, I've found something out over the past month. Um, Long walks in the morning followed by watermelon juice is one of the best mood enhancers you can find. I know a lot of people do that 9 to 5 thing, but if weekends, whenever you don't, give it a try sometime. I'll tell you something, I'm hooked. I don't even, a lot of mornings I don't even think about it anymore. At first it was kind of like, okay, maybe I'll take a walk or am I going to walk today? And now if it's clear, I'm just boop, put my shorts on, put a shirt on, and I'm out the door and have that cold watermelon juice as soon as I come back. But anyhow, I want to talk today about bad habits and mistakes on my raw food diet. I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please reach down there, hit that big red subscribe button now, then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I kind of started thinking a little bit kind of as a follow-up to the video on getting lean yesterday, and just various aspects of my channel, how I eat, and just the essence of me, I guess you would say. I'm a seeker. I'm really a seeker, and all this stuff, everything you see on this channel is just me kind of moving around, seeking, trying, experimenting, seeing how it works. Now, once again, I always tell people, and there's people that'll start critiquing. Well, you're not getting enough. You should eat this. You should do this. You're not doing enough of this. This isn't blah, 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 blah. And you could very well be right. You could very well be right. I was thinking about that. And then I started thinking even more. I'm like, sometimes I spend most of my time by myself. Actually, for the last 2 years, I have spent a massive, massive amount of time by myself. And even before that, when I was around people on a daily basis, that daily thing would only usually be, maybe an hour or two a day that I was around people. So you think a lot when you spend as much time alone as I do, and you have little conversations in your head, and you second guess things, and sometimes you overthink things. So I don't try to overthink things too much, but yeah, it even triggers me sometimes. People, sometimes I can see it troubles them, even though I tell them I'm doing great. Well, there's just not enough variety there. You're just not getting enough, or even if they can't say something, something's missing, and you could be right. One of the things though that I think about though as I was coming up with this title, Bad Habits and Mistakes on My Raw Food Diet, I was thinking if I'm going to have bad habits and if I'm going to make mistakes in how I eat, this ain't a bad way to do it. I mean, come on, let's be real. I mean, listen, I always tell people, and that's why I never want to set myself up here as some sort of educator or the authority or telling people this is the way you do it. No, no, no. You need to research this for yourself. This is just the microcosm of Jack. This is me behind the glass window that you can look into and observe. Take what you can use, discard the rest, and move on. That's why I like to curate content. That's why I like to recommend people. That's why I do my thing the way I do it, but I like to send people like, go read this person, go see this person's perspective, read this book about raw vegan, read what this person has to say, because I don't set myself up as an expert. I want this channel, listen, I could grow this channel because I know I do marketing stuff and I understand how to grow a YouTube channel, and I've resisted it because some of the things that I would need to do, I just don't want to do. Not because they're bad or whatever, or not criticizing anybody else. My channel, I just like to be real authentic, and I like to present things in the way that I want to present things. And that's, I could probably get a bigger following if I doubled down and just was hardcore on the raw all the time and branded myself like that. But I just want to reach out, help as many people as possible, get as many people over to the plant-based lifestyle. Once they get to the plant-based diet, the plant-based lifestyle, then we can help them hone their food, but that's really for them to decide. But yeah, anyway, so I'm never saying that my diet is 100% perfect, and I have these thoughts all the time, like, yeah, it really can't be like this, Jack. It's just you're eating just such a small amount of stuff. But if you will notice, and if you did marathon my videos like people do Netflix, not that you're going to marathon me, like if you went back through the years, you would see though that yes, right now I'm eating, okay, a specific small group of certain foods, but And I do that all the time, but that changes. I go through these phases where maybe a year and a half ago, I was mostly living on this. I was getting a lot of orange juice. I was getting a lot of sugarcane juice. I was getting papayas. I was getting pineapples. So it was different, but it was sort of that same mentality of just, doing, kind of eating three or four or five things at a time. One thing that really is a downfall for a lot of people, keeps me uber clean on this lifestyle, is just because I work in an opposite way. Most people, if they're lazy with their food, if they're lazy with their lifestyle, that leads to very bad things. That leads to them hitting that drive-through, eating things they really don't need to be eating. Sometimes even eating things that aren't vegan when they're not solid on their path. For me, what it means, and like I've really felt this last couple of months, as I've been dealing with a lot of things and running around a lot and busy all the time, is my default is just to go super simple, like yesterday. I was working all day, busy Monday, like to get off to a good start. Had a green smoothie in the afternoon, thought I might have something else for dinner. Just absolutely had no motivation to make anything for dinner, to put any effort into the kitchen. So boom, I put 8 or 9 bananas in the blender, put my spirulina in there, put some greens in there, and there I'm good to go. So basically, that was it yesterday. I had 64 ounces of watermelon juice, and I'll forget a few things I know in there. I had 64 ounces of watermelon juice to hydrate during the day. Had a big bowl of mangoes and bananas, probably like 4 bananas, 4 mangoes. What else? What else? I know I had a snack. I had something in there. I had 2 big banana of those smoothies, of my green smoothies, which were probably a total of about 17 or 18 bananas. And then I want to say that I had another snack in there somewhere. But that's it. Like I say, I thought about, okay, maybe I should make a dinner. I should do a salad tonight, do something different, but just didn't feel like it. So even when I'm like being lazy, even when I'm just defaulting to the easy, I think even my mistakes are not that bad, because people go their whole life. People go their whole life living on the standard American diet. So I will take, and I don't know, like I say, a lot of the stuff I say, I'm not coming from some sort of great facts and statistics, but I will take doing raw vegan, plant based diet wrong, not the perfect way, not right, any day of the week over doing what people considered a balanced version of the standard American diet. I don't know. That's just me, and you have to make up your mind for yourself. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I just know in my mind that I will put my money. I'm a gambler, and it's put your money where your mouth is. I put my chips on the plant-based, on the way that I'm eating, on the way that I'm doing things, and I'm willing to let it ride. I'm willing to let it ride. That's because that's how confident I feel. One thing too, but I try to walk a fine line here, and I don't want to lead others that may not be as experienced in this lifestyle in the wrong direction. I don't want to be one of those people who totally go by, man, just go by how you feel, but you really do have to factor that in. I do have moments of doubt sometimes when people are like, well, you just need to get this, or are you getting enough of this? And it gets in my head. But then I'm like, I can't drastically change what I'm doing when I feel so good. Now, I know feeling is not everything, and especially in the beginning, you don't have those spidey senses to detect, to really like discern between, okay, I feel okay, but something could happen down the road. I do supplement with my B12 because I know that's one that can just hit you out of the blue. Don't start. I know some people, that's one of those subjects, supplementing versus non-supplementing. Supplement if you want to. Don't supplement if you don't want to. Matter solved. Don't need a lot of discussion on it. But yeah, no, I never sit around thinking, yes, my diet is superior. I'm doing it right. This person's doing it wrong. I just know I'm doing it in a version that works for me. And in a way, that's just what you've got to figure out your own way in this thing. It's not going to look the same if let's say every person on the planet did this lifestyle. Wouldn't that be great? 7 billion different entities would be doing that. There would be no 2 entities that were doing this thing the same exact way. So don't be original. Be original. take this stuff into your own hands. Don't be so much of a follower. Never want you to follow me. Well, I want you to follow me like on social media and here and stuff, but I know, I just want to share stuff. I want to open your mind to things because that's how I educate myself. I like to educate myself reading all kind of things, no preconceived notions, and just, see. So, yes, I probably do have some bad habits and mistakes on my raw food diet. I will continue to learn. I will continue to evolve. 2 years from now, I will probably be eating differently than I do now. At some point, I will diversify. At some point, my life will settle. I will have a little bit more time to actually concentrate on the food I'm taking into myself. And then I will probably go into a period of really devoting myself to a lot more variety and experimenting with new foods and new combinations and new ways of feeding myself. But for now, like I told somebody else last night, and that's all I can go on right now. I absolutely, hand to God, feel better now than I've ever felt in my life. And I'm talking about right at this moment in time. I'm not talking about the raw versus the sad. I'm talking about at this point in my raw food diet. I float where I go. I mean, I've just got so much bounce, so much energy. I feel so good that, yeah, I'm not going to change anything right now. So, anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. Hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.